Education is important for any country's development and success. Like most Asian countries, Malaysia so far focus on public examination results as important determinants of students' progression to higher levels of education. The current formal education system in Malaysia is based on the British schooling system. The Malaysian education system provides 11 years of basic education to every child in this country. The educational structure is 632, that is 6 years of primary education, 3 years of lower secondary education, and 2 years of upper secondary education. Next, the dominant form of assessment in the Malaysian education system is external centralized public examination. Malaysia has a centralized education system, so every transformation, policy-making decision, direction, and goal of education is set by the Ministry of Education. The national policy of education in Malaysia contains 3 significant dimensions. The first dimension focuses on enhancing the potential of individuals towards the development of a holistic person. The second dimension involves a balance of intellectual, spiritual, emotion, and physical well-being in line with the religious faith in God. And the last dimension outlines the capability of individuals in contributing to their family, communities, and as well as Malaysian society.
Alright, next I'm Eisya Arina binti Norahmad, metric number 2013574. Would like to continue with the examples of school uniforms in Malaysia. Okay, as you can see in the slide that I've shared, on the left side, we have the school uniforms for primary school, which they have 2 basic colors for the primary school uniform, which are blue or navy blue, and also white for the school uniforms. As for the right side, for the secondary school, we have 3 different basic colors for secondary school, which are army green or green, white, and also a light blue color. Next, we move on to our school schedule in Malaysia. So it is pretty simple. In the primary school, in our primary school, we have 2 sessions as well as our secondary schools. For the primary school, we have 2 sessions. First session will be attended by year 4 to year 6 students. So in this first session, they will be attending the school at 7 in the morning until 1 evening. For the next session, which will be attended by year 1 until year 3 students, they will be attending the school or their classes at 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. or 2 in the evening until 6 in the evening. As for the secondary school, they also have 2 sessions, which first session will be attended by Form 3 to Form 6 or Form 5 students at 7 in the morning until 1 in the evening. For the second session, the Form 1 and Form 2 students will be attend their classes at 2 in the evening until 6 in the evening. Pretty simple, right? And for additional information, there are schools that only have 1 session in their schools. This is because they have a bigger space for all students. Next, I will be sharing the most common thing in schools, which is rules. Well, in this slide, I've shared some basic rules that we have in Malaysia. For example, no electronic gadgets such as smartphones or cameras, no makeup, no magazine or inappropriate novels, no sharp things such as knives. We should wear our school uniforms at all times. And last but not least, students are not allowed to smoke in the school, but not just the students, but teachers as well.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. It's me, Izyan, and let's talk about school assessment in Malaysia.
UPSR stands for Ujian Penilaian Sekolah Rendah this examination implemented from 1988 until 2021. The exam will be seated by the students who already in Standard 6, which means they are probably 12 years old. There will 5 papers need to be taken by the students, but 7 papers for the student who are studying in vernacular school, which including another language, Mandarin or Tamil. Then the new version of UPSR in 2016, another paper from English language subject was implemented by the Ministry of Education. But then in 2021, the assessment was abolished to make way for effective school-based assessment. PMR, it stands for Penilaian Menengah Rendah, is basically an assessment for secondary school during the students who are already 15 years old. The minimum subjects taken by the students are 7 and the maximum amount is 12. Then in 2014, the system will change to another version known as PT3. They were slightly different in PT3 exam, where Malay and English language is not only based on writing exam, but also oral speaking exam. Then once again, the implementation of the assessment was abolished in 2022 with the same reason as UPSR exam. SPM stands for Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, the most important and compulsory assessment for the students in Malaysia to further their study in university or college. The core subjects are stated in the slide. The amount of subjects taken by the students are based on what type of school they enrolling. And for your information, SPM is equivalent with O-level and IGCSE, which means the certificate is acceptable in other country if the students want to further their study overseas. The requirement to have the SPM certificate is passed for the Malay language and history papers. We also have SPMU, stands for Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia Ulangan, meaning that if the students do have the intention to make up their SPM result, they can sit for the exam once again and make some payment, depends on how many subjects they repeat. STPM and STAM. STPM stands for Sijil Tinggi Pelajaran Malaysia, while STAM, Sijil Tinggi Agama Malaysia. Both of the assessments are equivalent with diploma certificate and UK's version GCE A-level. One of the requirements to take this examination is that the students already have their SPM certificate. For STPM, only 5 subjects are allowed to be taken by the students, and one compulsory subject to be taken is general studies. There are 3 types of stream. First, language and literature. Second, social science and religious studies. And the last one is science and mathematics. STAM is an assessment brought from Egypt, which is from Al-Azhar University, and it was implemented since 1997. The minimum subjects can be taken by the students are 9 subjects. Every subject is based on Islamic study, and the students have to learn every subject using Arabic language.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, I am Siti Aisyah and I'm going to continue on elaborating about extracurricular activities in Malaysian schools. So, Malaysian Ministry of Education has proposed an educational program that includes curriculum and extracurricular activities, which encompasses all the knowledge, skills, norms and cultural elements in order to help develop a pupil fully with respect to physical, emotional, spiritual and mental aspects, as well as to inculcate desirable moral values and to transmit knowledge. So the extracurricular activities are started from upper primary school, which is standard 4, 5 and 6, until upper primary school, which is form 5. So every students in Malaysian schools are required to join the extracurricular activities as they will be assessed based on their attendance. Therefore, the assessment also will affect their results later on when applying for universities in tertiary level of education. Basically, the extracurricular activities in Malaysian schools are divided into 3 categories, which are uniform units, club and societies, and sports and games. Uniform units in Malaysian schools can help students to acquire leadership skills and develop creativity. So these are the examples of uniform unit in Malaysian schools. We have Young Scouts, Girl Guides Malaysia, or known as Girl Scouts, Malaysian Islamic Organisation that only participated by female students only, School Police Cadets, and last but not least, School Youth Cadets. Clubs and societies are one of the activities that helps to forge unity among students from different backgrounds, races, and religions. So these are the examples of clubs and societies in Malaysian schools. We have Young Doctors Club, Photography Clubs, Chess Clubs, Malay Cultural Clubs, and Environmental Lovers Clubs. Last but not least, we have sports and games, which also helps in preparing students to excel in physically, emotionally, and intellectually for a better future. These are the examples of sports and games activities in Malaysian schools. We have archery, hockey, petang, ping pong, netball, and many more.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Ifah. I will continue to the next slide, which is about the event that organized by Malaysian school. Actually, there is a lot of event that we celebrate, but I just pick and explain to you guys about the event that always held by school. As you can see, we celebrate Eid Mubarak, or in Malay, Hari Raya Aidilfitri, in the month of Shawwal based on Islamic calendar. For your information, Muslims celebrate Eid Mubarak after 1 month fasting in month of Ramadan. There are so many things that we do during the event, such as potluck, where we bring our own food and share with other friends. There will be some performance by representative students. They also have dress-up competition, which is the most beautiful one, will be announced as winner. And one more thing, non-Muslim also join us, and they are happy to wear baju kurung and baju Melayu. Next is Maulidur Rasul. Maulidur Rasul is a celebration to commemorating the sacrifice of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. This is important days to remember, especially for Muslim people. The event is organized by school, and there will be a talk that delivered by a religious person or a person that have knowledge about Maulidur Rasul. During the day, we will marching with praying, or we call that as silawat, and bring the manners around the school.
Independence Day. Malaysian school celebrates Independence Day, or we call as Hari Merdeka, with fitness activities to help children and the school community realize how blessed Malaysians are and to recognize and remember the sacrifice of our national heroes. Our children get to flavor the different qualities of the country and appreciate its diversity. The activities that usually held during Independence Day celebration at school are poster competition, class decoration, dress-up competition, wearing flags and singing patriotic songs. They learn from successful Malaysian icons through planned hand-on activities. More importantly, they choose to celebrate Malaysia and by Malaysian. Teachers' Day. In different countries, the day chosen to mark Teachers' Day has particular significance for the teaching profession there. Teachers' Day in Malaysia is held annually on 16 May. This is because 16 May commemorates their contribution to educating the children of the nation. Teachers' Day is for appreciation of teachers and may include celebration to honor them for their special contribution in a particular field area. The activities that usually had during Teachers' Day celebration at school are give to the teachers, making Teachers' Day card, and dress up competition for the teachers, such as what you will be if you are not the teachers. This activity can give you awareness to teachers to be responsible for their work and bring it to life the practice.
Next, I'll be sharing my preschool journey. Well, to me, my preschool journey was fulfilled with really fun events. So I'll bring you guys to my memory lane. Well, my little preschool name was Sayangku Preschool or Sayangku Kindergarten. It was a private kindergarten or preschool back then. One of the events that I've enjoyed the most during my preschool journey is the Mother's Day celebration. I enjoyed this celebration because we got to celebrate this Mother's Day with our mother during the celebration itself. So to me, this event strengthened the relationship between me and my mother. Next, the cultural night. I am in love with this event because I got to show my little skills, which I was the MC or the speaker for this program, and also I got to dance in this event. I was a kid that loved to dance. Last but not least, the sports day. Well, this day was the most fun day ever. It is because we could be more active and work as a team with our friends. I was in a green team and we won in a first place on that day. I was so happy that we could do these kinds of activities to make us more active and also enjoy as well. So I think that's all for my preschool journey. I hope you enjoy my little memory lane.
Hi, I'm Nur Arlina binti Wahi, and I would like to share with all of you guys about my school experience. I was 5 when I enrolled in school. I joined a private kindergarten school because of my parents. Since I was 5 years old, I have studied Mandarin language. Then I spent 6 years at SK Muhiba, which is a primary school near to my home. Then after receiving my UPSR exam result, I was given the opportunity to join a full boarding school in Taiping, which is around 2 hours away from my home. I went to the high school and stayed at a hostel for 5 years. When I was 15 years old, I took PT3 examination. After my SPM result, I was then offered a place in a 1-year matriculation program. However, after a week, I joined the matriculation program. Then only I agreed to enroll in International Islamic University Malaysia Malay language program. For me, my experience in high school was my favorite memories of school. Since we have been friends there for 5 years, I believe that our high school friends are very different from others. We support one another, share food and meals, participate in school events together, and share a lot of happy and sad memories. With my high school friends, I really love joining sport activities, and the Hari Raya celebration was one of my favorite. We took a lot of photos together. Additionally, I organized school events as I was the prefect at the time. Also, I recall that one of my best parts from school is that every year my friends would surprise me for my birthday and we would cut a cake at our hostel. So for me, high school was the greatest time for my school experience.
Hi everyone, so today I would like to share with you guys my school experience. So I started my kindergarten at 5 and 6 years old at Pasti Attaqwa in Melaka. And then I further studied in my primary school, which is SK Malim. I've been there for 6 years and I've got a lot of experience there. Therefore, I've also got straight A's in my primary school assessment test, which is UPSR. After that, I went to SMK Seri Pengkalan, which was my secondary school. I've explored a lot of new things there as a teen at that age, where I've joined the International Scouts Jamboree in Terengganu in 2014 and got 6 A's in my Form 3 assessment, which is PT3, during that year. In addition, I've also been assigned to many positions in my extracurricular activities and gained a lot of experience on the leadership skills, on how to interact with people, and how to be confident with yourself. And then in 2016, I finally graduated my Malaysian Certificate of Education, which is SPM, with 7 A's, and I was also listed as a top student during SPM 2016. That was my happiest moment where I can bring my parents onto the stage. Moreover, my tough journey started here where I used my SPM results to further study in Diploma Teaching English as a Second Language at Uniza Terengganu for 2 years. So I've got to meet a lot of new people during my journey and gain so much experience from there. So here I am now continuing my bachelor studies in IIUM. So I guess that would be all from me, and I hope to hear from your experience too. Thank you.
Once again, hi everyone, I'm Izyan. So hear me out about my school experience. I received my early education at Tabika Kemas when I was 4. Then I moved to another kindergarten near to my babysitter's house at Tadika Al-Rawdah. But then I still miss my friends at the old kindergarten. So I moved back to Tabika Kemas when I already 6. During primary school, I've studied at Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung Jauh for 2 years and moved to Sekolah Rendah Agama Bersepadu for 2 years. It's really just primary school, but then the same reason I moved back to my old school, then I taken my UPSR there. Moved to the secondary school for 5 years. I've studied at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Agama Segamat and I taken my SPM there. Then I received an offer letter to further my study in Diploma Food Service Management for 2 years and a half in University Technology Mara, known as UITM in Penang, which is located in the north of Malaysia. And now I'm currently in my 3rd year of bachelor degree in Malay for International Communication in International Islamic University Malaysia at Pago campus. The most unforgettable memories I still keep in my mind till today is my high school life, where I achieved many awards by participating many competition or events held by the school. And one more thing, I think the most unforgettable thing that I've got pranked by my school principal during the Teachers' Day. During his speech, he called me to be on the stage as I was the problematic student. But suddenly he sang a birthday song for me, and the entire school also celebrating my birthday because I was born in May 16.
Hi, my name is Nur Annisha Syafirah. I want to share with you my school experience and journey. My school is the best place where I always want to visit. My school also like my second house because it provides me with education apart from my physical and social development. My teachers motivated me and pushed me to achieve my best, which is a big part of what I am today. I start my early education in Terengganu. My kindergarten is Tadika Kemas Batu 48, where I start learning how to calculate and how to read. After that, I went to Sekolah Kebangsaan Surah. There, I used to be a class assistant where I can help my teachers to make sure the class is always clean and how to respect each other. My secondary school is at Sekolah Menengah Agama Sultan Ismail Dungun for 5 years, from 13 until 17 years old. I was a school prefect for 3 years at that school. My role as a school prefect includes a variety of roles, including assisting teaching staff in their lessons, supervising the canteens, organizing activities, and maintaining order in the school. I continue my education at Sekolah Menengah Tengku Intan Zahra Dungun and taking my STPM exam, and my result is 3.42 points. Now I am doing my degree in IIUM in 3rd year. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, you see me again. My name is Ifa and my full name is Wan Ifa Nasuha binti Masnawi. So let me share with you guys about my experience during school. So I started my school in kindergarten called as Syarikat Hikmah in age like 4 until 6. So the moments that I still remember, during my kindergarten convocation, my father took me there by ride a boat because at that time there is no bridge to cross the river. So yeah, for me, that is wonderful moment to remember that I created with my father. Next, I continue my primary school at SKA Jaya Ulu and then continue secondary school at SMKA Norahmad Zaidi and SMKA Kuala Selangor. So one more thing is I forgot to mention that during my childhood, I live at Sarawak, so that's why I have a lot of school. And then after I graduate from my secondary school, I further study in Diploma of Islamic Teaching and do my bachelor in IIUM until now. As you can see in the slide, there is a lot of sweet moments that I have created with my friends. Some of the moments is we performing a theatre. The theatre is about an English literature novel that we have learned in Form 5. So that time, our teachers make competition between Form 5 classes and surprisingly we got the first place. Even though I cannot share more about my experience in school, I hope that you guys enjoy our sharing through this video.